Activated Story Theater's 168th podcast.
This episode we bring you Aladdin and the Lamp, a story from the Arabian Nights.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
And I'm Kimberly.
And together we are the Activated Actors!
We are coming to you from Heber Springs, Arkansas, which is a beautiful little town in Arkansas, of course. There's a lake here and lots of fun things. Oh, and there's a good mountain to climb here.
Yes, Sugarloaf Mountain. We've been up there before. Nice climbing.
It's not a very tall, high mountain, but when you get to the top, you've got to scale some walls to get to the very, very top.
Yes, one of the interesting things about this town of Heber Springs is there's a fish hatchery here that was dedicated by President John F. Kennedy. It was his last official appearance before he went to Dallas.
Who knew that? Now, you can stick that in your trivia hat, and next time you're playing Trivial Pursuit, the question may come up, and you'll know the answer.
And we have a story this month from, we don't know exactly where, except it comes from the Arabian Nights, actually officially called the 1001 Nights.
And you were saying that when you say the Arabian Nights, that it could be from several countries. I'm not sure which one.
Many people believe that this story actually originated in China, believe it or not. But it also may have come from Syria or from Turkestan. Nobody knows for sure, but it is apparently Middle Eastern, more or less, approximately, sort of.
Okay. So if you guys are ready for a story, we'll be happy to tell it. And when we're done with the story, we'll tell you a little bit about some of the shows that we have coming up. So this is Aladdin and the Lamp, a story from the Arabian Nights. Once upon a time, somewhere in Arabian Nights land, wherever that may be, there was a boy named Aladdin. He lived with his mother, who was very poor. Therefore, Aladdin was very poor too. "Oh, Aladdin, we have nothing to eat tonight but bread crusts. Oh, it's pretty hard to spread jam, even if we had any, on just the crust."
Now, Mother, don't worry. One of these days, I promise we're going to have everything we need.
"Now, Aladdin, no matter how desperate we may get, I don't want you to rob a bank."
That's not what I had in mind, Mother. It's just that I know I'll be really successful someday. I have a lot of dreams and...
Dreams are very hard to cook at night. They need a lot of salt.
Tell you what, Mother, I'm going down to the marketplace. I don't have any money, but maybe I can get us some food somehow.
So Aladdin went to the marketplace and tried using his charm.
"Greetings, sir. This is a very pleasant little cheese shop you have here. I wonder if you might give some cheese for me and my wonderful mother."
And he got results immediately. "Get out of here and don't come back." He was just about to give up when suddenly someone tapped him on the shoulder.
Psst. "Hey, bud." "Yes, sir?" "I couldn't help but overhear, especially after I got very close and craned my neck and cocked my ear. So, you and your mother are almost out of food, eh?" "Yes, sir." "What is your name, young man?" "It's Aladdin, sir." "What a coincidence. I have a nephew named Aladdin. I was just on my way to see him. I think you must be him." "Really? I didn't know I had an uncle." "Your parents never talked about me, huh?" "It's just my mother. My father died when I was a baby." "Good. I mean, good grief. My poor brother that I haven't seen in years, and now I'll never see him again. How sad. Well, let's get on home to your house. I have some food that we can all have for dinner." "Oh, okay, sure."
So, back at home. "It's funny. My husband never mentioned his only brother."
"Well, it's been so long, he probably forgot he even had one. Say, Aladdin, you're growing up fast. What are you going to do with your life?" "Well, sir, so far it looks like I have a choice between being a pauper, a beggar, or a derelict. There are plenty of opportunities here in all three fields." "Why don't you come and travel with me for a while? I can teach you to make a good living." "Doing what?" "Being a tailor or something. It's a lot more exciting than it sounds. Scissors can be very glamorous." "Well, sure, why not?"
So the next morning they set out through the countryside. Finally they came to the mountains and built a fire to cook some food. Then the stranger threw a strange powder into the fire.
Alakazam!
And as fast as you could say Alakazam, there was a big flash.
You caused a big flash, and it looks like the flash caused a doorway to open in the rock. Yes, that's something every good tailor learns to do. Now look, I need you to do me a big favor. I need you to open up the door and go down the steps behind the door, and once you get down there, you'll see you'll see a worthless old lamp. I need you to bring it to me, and whatever you do, don't touch anything else. Now go. Well, okay.
So Aladdin opened the door, went down the steps, and
There's the lamp, and wow, it's beautiful down here. Diamonds and rubies and emeralds and sapphires everywhere. I guess my uncle didn't know about these, or he wouldn't bother with that ugly old lamp. I know he told me not to touch anything else, but surely he won't know if I take just a few of these jewels for myself. Bring me the lamp. Just a minute, be there soon. Now. Wonder why he's so interested in this dumb old lamp. Hey, there's a ring in it. How odd. Looks like there might be some kind of inscription on it. Maybe if I just rub a little of the dirt off.
Yes, master?
Who are you?
The genie of the ring, of course. You were expecting Jack Nicholson, maybe?
What are you doing here?
You rubbed, and so here I am. Ta-da! I can take you anywhere you want to go. Your wish is my directive.
So, you're like a butler or something?
No, more like a chauffeur. There are other genies who bring things to you. I'm the kind that takes you places.
Really? You better bring me that lamp right now, or I'm going to lock you in there. You know, I'm beginning to suspect that he's not really my uncle.
Him? Oh, no, no, no. He is an evil wizard. That's why he wants the lamp. It's very special. So, where do you want to go? Aruba, Jamaica? Come on, let me take you.
I think at the moment I'd just like to go home.
Ah, that's an easy one. Only oxen free. And with that, Aladdin and the lamp were whisked back home in a flash. Aladdin, well, what are you doing back so soon? And where did that flash come from?
The answer to both questions is the genie.
Genie?
Yes, the genie that came out of this ring.
Right. Well, I see that your little outing wasn't a complete waste of time. You brought back a lamp. That's good. We could use one. Oh, it's a little dirty, though.
Well, I'll try rubbing some dirt off and... Yes, master.
Oh, my. These guests you bring home get weirder and weirder.
You must be the genie of the lamp.
Your powers of logic are extraordinary.
Are you one of those genies who take people places?
Don't insult me. Do I look like a travel genie?
Oh, sorry. So you must be one of the bringing stuff genies.
Once again, your reasoning is astounding. You can remember it this way. I'm stuffed into a lamp. So stuff is what I bring.
Well, in that case, bring us a banquet, please.
Easy peasy. Your wish is my requisition. Now, don't bother inviting me to join you. I gotta fly. Wow! Where did all this food come from?
Well, ultimately from the farmers. You know, without farmers, we'd have nothing. But without that genie, we'd have nothing a lot longer. Come on, let's eat.
And eat they did, very well, every day, thanks to the genie from the lamp. And then one day, Aladdin was in the marketplace again, when the Sultan's daughter passed by.
Oh my, she is beautiful. And I think I'm in love with her, even if that's rather superficial. I must go ask the Sultan for her hand in marriage, even though that's gender inequality.
So Aladdin had the genie bring him fine clothes and jewels and horses so he could pass for a prince. and he went to see the Sultan.
You wanted to see me, young prince?
Yes, your Sultaness. I wanted to marry your daughter.
You? Well, I tell you what. You marry my daughter if you can have a new palace for two of you to live in by tomorrow. Oh, that's a good one.
It's a deal.
So he went back home and rubbed the lamp.
Yes, master.
I need a palace built for me and my new bride.
Your wish is my blueprint.
And just like that, there was a palace. So the next day, Aladdin went back to the Sultan.
I'm back, sire. I have the palace built. Can I marry your daughter now?
Oh, I suppose so. If she has room on her social calendar. I suppose she could cancel her tennis lessons this week.
And so Aladdin and the Sultan's daughter, the Sultana, were married and moved into the newly constructed palace, and they lived happily for some time. But the news spread about their wedding, and it spread all over the land, and more people heard about it, including...
So, Aladdin escaped the cave, and he learned the secret of the lamp, and he used it to build that palace, and so on and so on. Well, I may just have to pay the newlyweds a visit.
So the evil wizard disguised himself as a beggar and paid a visit to the palace, where he knew Aladdin was out exercising his charm.
New lamps for old, new lamps for old.
Who is that stranger? And what is he saying? Oh, I'll just open up this window.
New lamps for old, new lamps for old.
Oh, did I understand you correctly? You're offering new lamps in exchange for old ones? Or old ones in exchange for new ones? Or old ones to give to new ones? Or...
Stop! You got it right the first time. If you have any old lamps you'd like to get rid of, I have some bright, shiny, brand spanking new state-of-the-art lamps to offer in exchange. They're the new 2.0 model.
Why would you want old lamps when new ones are better?
I recycle them and make money that way. Now, do you have an old one or not?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe your husband, the prince, has an old one lying around somewhere?
Well, let's see. Oh, yes! I do think I remember seeing one. Hold on.
So she fetched the old lamp and brought it out to the evil wizard disguised as a beggar. And as soon as he got his hands on it, he rubbed it and...
Yes, master.
Make me the ruler of this palace and put up a wall around it so nobody else can get in.
That's actually 2 wishes, you know.
Is that a problem?
No, technically not. I just hope you'll keep it in mind when deciding whether to leave a tip.
And so, just like that, a huge wall went up all around the palace. And when Aladdin came home...
A wall around the palace? That's impossible. It would have cost billions of tax dollars to build a wall like this. Besides, it wasn't here this morning. This could have been done only by magic. I have a bad feeling about this. My wife is probably trapped in there, along with everything in my palace, including my favorite socks. And my so-called uncle. He must have the magic lamp. What am I going to do? Oh, if only I had another genie. Wait a minute. I do. I still have the ring.
So Aladdin rubbed the ring.
Yes, master.
Genie, could you take me to the other side of this wall?
Is that your order? Or are you just asking if it's in my repertoire?
Both, I guess.
Your wish is mine.
Wait. Tell me something. I know you can take me from one place to another, but can you also take someone else from one place to another at the same time?
One of those 2-for-1 deals. I've heard about those.
Yes, I have a coupon here somewhere. But anyway, if you can do it for me, I'll destroy this ring so that nobody can ever bother you again. There will be no more Lords of the Ring.
Sounds like a good deal to me. What's your proposition?
Well, inside the palace, you'll find that evil wizard who took me to the mountains. Remember him?
Of course. We've crossed paths many times before.
Well, at the same time you take me inside the walls, take him to the other side of the world.
Your wish is my liberation.
And just like that, Aladdin was on the other side of the wall, where he found his wife.
Aladdin, I'm so glad to see you. Our palace was repossessed or something, and I've been held prisoner.
Is the old lamp still here?
Funny you should ask. Just before the walls sprung up all around the palace, a lamp vendor came looking for old lamps. So I gave him that one.
You did what?
Well, it was so old, and he offered us a new one in exchange.
Oh, no. So he still has it?
No, he was about to pick it up when he suddenly just disappeared. Oh, but the lamp is still here.
Good. I'll take it and sell it on eBay or something.
You were concerned about someone else having it, but now that it's here, you're going to get rid of it? I think I'm missing something.
I'll fill you in later. But first, I have to take this lamp and get rid of that wall.
Oh, Aladdin, you're so ambitious.
And that's the story of Aladdin and the lamp. From the Arabian Nights, and somewhere in the Middle East or the East or somewhere in that vicinity.
So now the Arabian Nights, they're written down stories.
Yes, they were written down at a certain point, but they were orally told before that. There are many different characters that we hear about: Aladdin, Sinbad, Ali Baba.
So those are all stories from the Arabian Nights. So a great collection of stories, and fun to tell you those stories. So we have some public shows coming up in March. If you are in Los Angeles, you can come see us at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. We will be there on March 12th, and the show starts at 1:30. There's a whole event. I believe the event starts at noon. They're going to be taking families around to see the art, and so they have some special exhibits that will be there, and then we will be doing our show at 1:30, and that is included with admission to the museum. So you are invited to that. If you or anybody you know lives in Los Angeles, send them on over to the museum. That's March 12th.
And after that, our next public shows are in April in Northern California, Bay Area and Modesto area.
Yeah, so we'll give you some more details on those in our next podcast. You can always visit our website, Activated Story Theater. That's TheAtre.com, and see our schedule of shows coming up. But we will be in the Bay Area. We have shows in San Jose, Modesto, Tracy, San Leandro, Belvedere, Tiburon, lots and lots of public shows in April that you can come see if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area or the Modesto area. So those are the upcoming public shows, and for those programs we will be performing stories like The Tortoise and the Hare and Racing the Troll, The Gingerbread Man, or Stormalong Races the Steamship. We'll be putting a new show together in May and getting a new program together, and we're real excited about that too. So we're working on that right now. We started rehearsing our new show. So lots of things coming up.
Be sure and leave us your comments. We love getting feedback, so leave your comments on iTunes, Podcatcher, however you listen to us. If you use a couple of old tin cans to pick us up, then be sure and put your comments on that.
That'll just help other people find our podcast so they can listen too. So make sure you share us, share the stories, pass us around. We are going to wrap this up, and we will bring you a new story next month, okay? So if you have any requests, let us know. You can always leave us an email through our website, activatedstorytheater.com, or you can always call our 800 number and leave us a voicemail. 800-429-6576. It goes straight to voicemail. Just record what you want to say, and we'll listen to it, okay? So we can talk to you, and you can talk to us. All right. We'll catch you next month.
Stay activated.
Activated Story Theater is committed to bringing fun, educational shows to schools and libraries nationwide. On stage, we use physical comedy, American Sign Language, imaginative props, and a giant, oversized book to bring multicultural folktales to life. For booking information, check out our website, activatedstorytheater.com, where you can also find out when the activated actors will be performing near you, read a story, or order one of our audio CDs. You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or listen on Stitcher. We look forward to your comments and folktale suggestions. Stay activated. Until next time.